because you're crying so hard. Well, that was me. So in the evening time, you know, the doorbell rang or a knock or something like this, and it was Steve's father. And he had like a sad, kind of like, you know, embarrassed look where you're embarrassed for someone else. So he brought a piece of cake over to me, and stuff like this. You know, actually I ate the cake, and that, you know, that was it. But that stuck with me throughout my life. And you know, my parents always said, my mother always, you know, said, no one's better than you, and you're not better than anyone else. You know, I can have this car or anyone, but the people that have these statuses, and they get in these positions, or they have money like this, I'm not with that. I'm genuine. Whether I have nothing, titles or anything like this, I'm not with that, and I mean that to the core. That's why I think, that's why I've stuck with this that long, and time and space really don't mean anything to me, because I'm going to see this through. And I see that this isn't just something they did to a, you know, poor black kid. This isn't about race. And I found that out, because I found this out. They're doing this to everyone. This is going on with everyone. And you know, when you know, President Obama became president, I was sending him stuff because I was no longer sending it to Senator McCain, because, you know, whoever was going to be president. So I started sending it to him, let him know what's up. He's a top person, and that's kind of what you do. Well, like I said, the whole time I was sending things about Mike Green, who's got felonies on him, you know, state felonies and federal felonies. You know, and I have the evidence. This isn't my opinion. I have documented evidence, and just all this stuff going on. And he nominates him to the Supreme Court, as to be a federal judge, and also with Senator Schumer. And I've been sending this to everyone. I just sent some stuff back. I just got some stuff back from the Ethics Committee, Senate Ethics Committee. That's a big joke, because they're as corrupt as it can be too. But I also let them know. I let President Obama know, the Senate Select Committee know, and everyone else knows that I'm doing this music video, and it should be coming out in around October. Right now, I think it's the date is it's in August right now, like August something, August 25th. Thank you. But this is like I said, this has been a powerful thing, and it was meant for me, for this to happen, to expose this stuff. This is beyond me. This is, and I'll show you the type of person I am. Like I said, when I was you know, moving up, just to give you a little more about myself. When I was about 21 or 22, I was in the city. I got hit in the head with an axe handle. It crushed my skull. I was in the hospital for 6 weeks. That's why I'm left-handed and I'm not right-handed. I was paralyzed completely. I couldn't move anything on my right side, and I had to learn how to walk and talk all over again. Remember how to do both of those things. So like I said, I was in the hospital for, you know, a long time. But, you know, when you're in the hospital, at the end, when you're leaving, you know, you're supposed to be in a wheelchair. I'm glad I could get out. But I said, you know, it was touch and go for me, because when the doctors told me, you know, they didn't know if I was going to be able to even walk again at all. You know, something had to come back in order for there to be rehab. If nothing moves, there's no rehab. So one day, my right pinky, you know, it was a tough time. I had crying moments, because, like I said, I was into sports and stuff like this, and believe me, that was you know, that was a powerful thing for me. But like I said, things strengthen me. If you don't kill me, it just makes me stronger. That's how I am. I'm just into being fair, regardless, and that's what the Constitution's about. This isn't about race. Race may be involved, but this is beyond race. This is about the U.S. Constitution and U.S. citizens' rights. Because whether it's a Republican or Democrat in there, any U.S. citizen, you, me, or anyone else, this applies to everyone in the United States. Whoever's in office, regardless, if you violate color of law statutes or anything else, color of law statutes is something like if you call the police and they refuse to do something because of your race, gender, or whatever, disability, whatever, if they just don't like you. They can't do that, because that's illegal. That's color of law. That means they're putting the law, they're saying themselves that you can't, you know, they're not going to do that because of you. You can't do that. That's one thing. That's one thing good about the Constitution and these federal statutes. Well, that's what this stems from. It started out with my former employers lying on me. They lied on me. You know, I committed perjury, tampered with physical evidence, which is a Class E felony. Perjury is a Class D felony, I believe, and conspiracy is a felony altogether. Well, and they stuck up for this corrupt counselor that's not really a counselor. She had a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I have 4 college degrees. I got them after my injury. You know, it was a long recovery for me, you know, for a while. But I did walk out of the hospital with a cane. You know, and when I looked up, you know, I looked up in the sky after I got out, man, and my eyes started watering, but it was like a powerful thing for me, like, yeah, I did it. And that's how I am. That's why I said, I don't care if the FBI, and I'm putting this out there because, yeah, you know, people have asked you know, are you worried about your life? I'm not worried about my life, scared about it. Whatever's going to happen is happening. But that's one of the important things why I'm getting this video out in case something does happen to me. Because it's possible. I mean, with all this stuff, I have 8 years of this stuff going on with federal judges that have felonies on them. I have a governor, a lieutenant governor, that have felonies on them. People may not believe this, but like I said, in my video, there are some legal documents that you can see on my last lawsuit. All you have to do is, you know, I'm going to make sure that people can get it because it's public record. You get it, and it pretty much has everything in there about all the things going on, and everyone can see it. So, because I know there's going to be people, there's usually 4 types of personalities, or should I say, attitudes. There's a type that will believe me. There's a type that really don't care either way. There's a type that are in denial that will just block things out. And then there's a type that are in denial that will stick up for whoever they voted for or whoever they like. But see, this is like the Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? You know, the Wizard of Oz and behind the curtain was, I'm total. I uncovered the curtain. Now, a lot of people don't want to face the reality of things like this, but this is for something that needs to be exposed because this is an important thing. If government officials can do things like this and still be allowed where you go to the proper channels, I'm not a criminal. Like I said, after I went through college, you know, I got my degrees. I went to do something productive. You know, so I ended up being a counselor, professional counselor. Like I said, I have 2 degrees in criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and my master's degree is in counselor education. I graduated with honors. 2003 was when I got my master's degree, and I was working. That's when that's sometimes that's kind of when all the stuff happened. These people were embarrassed, and they thought that they could just do this. And that's the thing about it was, I want to get this out. So government officials, I don't care how cocky or where you're from. I don't care what color your skin is. I'm for right and there's wrong. I don't care. I'm not voting for someone just because they're black, especially if they're corrupt. I'm not voting for someone if they're white. Either way, I was exposed to corruption and, or should I say, racism on both sides. I've dealt with racism on the black side of it. I've dealt with it on the white side of it. So I have a wider range of what's up. My parents exposed me, like I said, my parents loved me well. My mother died in 2009 from Alzheimer's. My dad's he's still alive. He'll be 80 in October. Good man. That's where I get the smile from, and that's why I kind of have the smiley face. Like I said, the smiley face is a lot of times for me. You know, because I look at that, like I said, whether someone yawns or, you know, you get a drink or something like this, or you see some food, things are contagious. It's not just, viruses and bacteria is contagious. Other things are contagious. You know, you see something, you want something. That's what most things are. That's how things spread, you know, word of mouth. Well, that's kind of what, you know, that kind of keeps me, that's part of me.